creatures are stirring on the last night of the Chinese year. Now lead a warm hand over the water. Ever since I lost mine, the fireworks disaster.
When I left Holland, aged 9, in 1952, to come to Australia, and I was so sad to leave Holland, but when I got to Australia, I loved it. I really did. But that image always remained with me, leaving Holland, and this is exactly the same. Misty, cold. Anyway, this is Scotland. That journey, I mean, all the journeys we had, they were awesome. But full on, you know, too much, I think, you know, railway stations and, but, oh, look, I'll tell you what, it was really fantastic. And then we got to Scotland, and I'm not sure, I don't think I really want to go back to Scotland. It's too grey. It was grey every day, apart from the day we got there. And this day, the last day, but that was the first day, but the last day was like this, a bit of sun. So we ended up, this is where my friends live, who I was going to do some work with, which I did do some work, but it wasn't the work I really wanted to do. And that was just drawing up on a sunny day. There's my friends who I was going to do some cell work with, growing some cells, but they'd moved. The white one, oh, they're all white. Oh, the one on the left is the embryologist. The one on the right is a mathematician, and Hester, she's with Richard, the one on the left. She used to be a really high-powered business person, but now she's in love with Richard. and Richard is he's an embryologist, but he likes designing sails. He likes a board with a sail, what do you call it? A surfboard. Sailboard. And he's designed sails based on a bat's wing, so that you can sort of pump air. And he's designed sails for cargo ships. He's gone now.
Anyone have any questions, of course? Especially about writers and...
Yeah. Writers and other dead people. And, you know, this marble works, the marble works. Do you get to work with a technician, or do you have to be...
They have artisans there.
Right.
Who will help you. If, most of the people there seem to handle all the tools well, but the artisans, if you don't know the tools,
right,
they have the tools and show you how to use it, help you perhaps rough it out, or show you what tools you use for finishing. But some of the people that we met there, they live there.
Right.
And they know exactly what to use, and if they haven't got something for cutting, like they might need a diamond disc to cut something straight. There are a lot of artisans who help you, and they've been there all their lives.
Could you go there as a totally clueless artist?
You could. And I think I'm really grateful that we were so welcomed. Everyone there dropped their tools and talked about what they were doing. There was a guy there from Brisbane who goes there every year for 3 months, 4 months.
Wow.
And that guy with the mantelpiece, he lives in Beatrice Santa.
Right.
And Beatrice Santa is a small, it's not really a town, it's like a mini city. And it's close to the sea. And not far from that, they've got a number of small villages on cliffs where a lot of people from here go for their holiday. So it's, but Pietrasanta is mainly the artisans who work there. It's a stunning place. And what I thought was really fantastic was all the work that we saw, the plaster models from this big to that giant cast of bronze. But the big one was the Pustiga, someone that I really liked as a sculptor. And there was another one, the horse and rider was a guy called Mitterrand. And there was another one, Trover. And there's three sculptors that you never hear of in Australia. And the people whose work I really admire. So to see that those works there, that was really great. So, but it was a really jam-packed trip, and there was so much. Yeah, when I came home, I slept for about 5 days. No, it was a fantastic trip, and Italy. I mean, it's just it's a bit much to take all those monuments and cities and then cathedrals all in science. You couldn't believe this. Human beings built this, and it's still there. If it was in WA, it would be a casino. City field or something. I don't have anything old here.
Is anyone else?
Oh, hence, when was that? Who designed the sculpture from? Like what?
That one there?
Yeah.
Well, that big one, that was in Berlin, just in the edge of Berlin. Yeah. Denise Lally, I don't know if you remember Denise Lally. She and I went to see it about 18 years ago, no, and it was massive. And he's got a work in the Melbourne, in the National Gallery of Victoria. It's called The Death of the Father. No one's heard about it. It's a series of heads carved in marble, and they're mitred, and they're on plinths about 8, and then he's got a figure lying on a bed, slightly distorted, carved in marble. So there's this figure lying down, and his head's around plinth. It's called The Death of the Father. They really show it. But, you know, when you, like in London, you go to the British Museum, there's a big head on the grass in front of the British Museum. And also in front of the Pitti Palace. Huge, grape-like head. That's Mitterrand. Or Trover, you don't have a Trover here. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.